Hello, welcome to back to Friday's newsline here with me, Lorcan here on today's podcast. I hope you enjoyed my the music there, my entrance song. I was just going to go through now the RTE news here before I do. It just says Truss U-turns on corporate tax after sacking the Chancellor. That's big news there. It's coming in here. Jeremy Hunt, the UK's new Chancellor, and that's exclusive there. He sacked the Chancellor there. So, a jury to consider insensitivity assessment in murder trial. And I see AIB to increase rates on new fixed mortgages by 0.5%. And UN rape used in Ukraine as Russian military strategy. And brother released guilty to murder of Maltese journalists. So, according to what's saying there. And then Arlene Foster set to join House of Lords. There, that's big news. She can really, when she comes up out on Twitter, she can really put her foot in it. I say she's always running down the people here, as I said there, in the Republic of Ireland, and she really. She can write anything, as I was saying there, they can write anything on Twitter and get away with it. If I was to do it myself, I wouldn't get away with it. The same with the way they went on about the soccer, the Irish, the ladies soccer team as well. Someone put in a complaint about them, and they did apologise. To be fair, they did apologise about the song, but someone put in a complaint. If you Google it on the internet, you'd see who put in the complaint. It's not going to go any further, as I was saying there. So, and as I was saying there, they're always giving out the politicians in the north, the UP ministers, they give out about everything, and you just can't win. I've had my fill of it, as I was saying, and I'm not going to say anything more. I'm just going to do my podcast. I was just going to say now, the sports news, as I was saying, the sports news here, Bowes end managerial search with divine appointment. And URC team back, Carberry back at 10 for Munster. Calls for FIFA to compensate Qatar migrant workers. And Ten Hag confident he has a 20-goal striker at United. I was saying there, that story relates to Man United would start being more clinical in front of goals. As I was saying there, the new player he brought in was Anthony Martial, and Cristiano Ronaldo among the strikers, as I was saying there. So they can score when it suits them there, and they can be very good and efficient in front of goal. Chelsea fullback James may miss out on World Cup. And drunken fans at World Cup will be sent to sober zone, according to what it's saying there. McCarthy, we need to adopt the John Milan mantra, that says the GEA president. And McCarthy aims for culture change in the GEA. So, and I'm going to just go to what's the latest on the Hogestan scene. A bit of Hogestan news. As I was saying there, I have every little bit of information on this show. Over the years, it's became more mantra. According to what I'm saying there, that David Coldrick says abuse towards officials becomes more mental over the years. The Meath official was speaking after the announcement that the GA will hold the national respect of the Referees' Day across the weekend of October the 2023, who comes in the wake of some widely publicised assault on referees in recent weeks. So that's what it's saying there. And then further down, Kilgarry chasing fit history in Sunday Cavan Senior Football Final. I've never had a drunk ban in place with the lads. That's according to what it's saying on that. And that's the GAA news there on the Hogan stand there. And then I'll just go through the Irish Independent news there. I'll just go through now to see what's on the Irish Independent news. I'll go through the news first here. You this sort of says there, you should be in that chair. Enoch Buck and his mother removed from court after interrupting proceedings there. And Harry Potter actor Robert Coulter dies, aged 72. That's only coming in. That's terrible news there. Shocking news, and it was only coming in on that. RT decided Mary Kennedy and John Giles were not needed past a certain age, but the BBC sees merit in legendary talent. So that's terrible news about Robbie Coltrane. He was very good in Harry Potter, and very sad. That's I was very sorry to hear that. And Steven Spielberg puts his lost childhood in front of the lens in The Fabelmans. I've seen that. That's about film there, everyday film about his life in film, and that should be good. That should be a good film to look at there. I think it's over 2 hours and a half anyway. So I just thought I'd go through the main news there, and I'd see that Tubridy's on the Late Late Show there. I don't know who's on it now there. I must look that up before I leave here. Now, I was just going to go now to, if I can get it here, very quick, some notions of the Bray people here. It's just the standard here, the standard news. I was just going to go through it. It says that on the front page, it just shows you Alice Hayes at the centre in Barcelona, where she is undergoing treatment for stage 4 neuroblastoma. An astonishing 224,000 has already been raised for Greystone native Alice Hayes. She needs 550 before Christmas to be enrolled in a clinical trial in the US that could save her life. So that's on that. And then Ball to aid Braystocks' childhood's cancer charity. And Happy Pair launch healthy living app. They're doing well, the two brothers there in Greystones. And new development of 590 homes set to bring 12-storey high-rise to Bray, as I was saying. So I'm just going to go through this quick here today. Application for Katie Taylor's college bursary are now open. I see they do something to something to do with the credit union as well, I see. And St. Kevin's plan major changes to road safety outside school. And Whitmore calls Irish Water meeting over bad tasting water. So council seeks urgent dredging on harbour. I'm just reading you out the headlines of the latest Bray people there. There is quite a lot. And then Wicklow man completes 32 half Ironmans in 32 days despite agony. That's Michael Barton at the finish of a challenge with girlfriend Emily Ray. So that's the pictures there. And Greystone CC Rose with creative exhibition there. Great pictures there, and the usual. Shane Waltz opens Kilcool Gym and Cafe. I've seen he's out and about. He's in Kilcool, and he opened a facility there, so that's good for Shane Waltz and Gorby. He's getting around the Wicklow scene, and that's good going. So I just thought I'd make a Denise French exhibition at Signal Art Centre is a hit, according to what it's saying there on the paper. And Chieftain's Mountain Hideaway, secluded 6-bedroom lodge on Wicklow Way, comes on market, boosting spectacular views and intrusion history. So that's there. And then, and I'll come to the sports here soon. Then Wicklow Farming and Living. There's an article there about its difference there. IFC offers advice over tax implications of live-in roles for employees on farms. And Wicklow farmers are afraid to invest in backup generation IVA. That's on the thing, the farming news. And then there's an article there, David Metcalf, about Glen Crees spoke. Mayor Noon spoke to David Metcalf about her Caribbean roots and becoming a full-time artist. So that should be it. And then the sports news in the Bray people here. Casey O'Brien is set for a return to the intercounty management when he takes over second stint of the Wicklow Hurlers. That should be good, as I was saying there. It should be good going, and this further. Alan Costello will take the reins of Wicklow under-20 football manager for the second year running. Costello will be hoping for progress with the same. Joining the former Tinnahealy man will be Podge Doody, Shane Kenny, Paul Ailes, Philly Wolfe and Stephen Perry. So there, and I see as well Oisin McConville's team was picked as well. I wish them the best there. As saying, in other news, it just says here, Gary Duffy of St. Patrick's are set to join Oisin McConville's team with the Wicklow football as along with Thomas Davis and Nace manager Paul Kelly, with Joe Cowley as coach, Ian McKelly as CSG coach and Dennis Jones as performance coach. So I wish them all the best there in Wicklow. It's a good job there, and this as well an article with European gold. Tyg O'Donnell with his European medal, junior medal. So Wicklow have a long and discredited history when it comes to producing boxers. So that's the boxer there. So that's a good going. So a bit about Tinnahealy, 8 in a row for terrific Tinnahealy ladies team. They won Tinnahealy 2-15, St. Patrick's 3 points. So that was the score. And now Tinnahealy, that's the there's more articles there. I'm just going through this quick. There's a lot of GAA small articles. There's another match that was played as well, a junior match. Lacken won 10, Blessington 9 points. So that was right by Brendan Lawrence. A win that go beyond a football game. So, and then it's the county final or the Darcy final. Intermediate. Era Oak 11 points. Anna Curra won 4. So they're back in the senior grade. I think by that result, they'll be back in the senior grade next year. And then it just says about the main match of the day, which I was looking at there. The Pure Bliss at St. Pat's prevail over Balto. Top form, Podge Walter. When St. Patrick's needed a warrior in the second half, they found one superb, Porter McWalden, who took the game to the Bolton Glass and helped him turn the tide. So there, the scorers there in that match, St. Patrick's, the main scorers was Tommy Kelly 1-5, Ryan Doyle a point. They were the main scorers, and then Neil Delahunt a point, Dean Healy a point, John Crowe 1 point. So they were the main, and then for Bolton Glass, Johnny Keogh a point, Jason Kennedy, John McGrath. John McGrath scored 1-1. Tommy Keogh, Adam 2 points, and Tiger Tool. That's what they were the scorers there. I don't think you can top this according to what the manager does there. It was a good match, and it was defensive there. And then the manager is to the right up there. About the manager there, so St. Pat's manager joined the senior football final in Ockham, and St. Pat reflects on an incredible county final. And that's the legend there. And McWalter to think plans for retirement. That's the main plan there. So I just thought I'd go through the Wicklow GEA scene, and they have a match then in Leinster coming up. I think it might be a Carlow club there against. So I'm just going through this. No luck of the Irish in qualifying draw. As I say, they get a very tough group, which I went through the last day, and it shows you a cutout here of Stephen Kenny. I wonder what's the chances of us getting out of this group, he says. That's what it says on that. So the school report, all the schools there, going through everything there, and I was just going to make this quick. And then in the Ireland zone, there's a thing about the United Artists Picture Group and the films they made, The African Queen, United Artists. I was saying there, that should be good reading. It's the Ireland zone that's out this week. And then Kilmechanic thing, that gives you the thing that's happening in the area there. So around the district, the different areas there. And then the jobs classifications And then there's a great article here with David Tucker about the Peugeot's plan for e-future. The Margot will expand its range of fully electric models in 2023. He just writes about the efficiency and what you get in the car. So there's a good article there about the Peugeots, if you can read it. It's on 85. Suzuki unveils 3 new scooters, according to what it's saying there. So I'm just going through this quick. If I have a children's crosswords there, and then the all reliable Pete Wedderburn, animal doctor. Vet waiting rooms need to be designed with care. He was saying there, and top films there to watch out for. Rush, that's film there. Sister Act, that was on yesterday. Knives Out, that's on Friday and on at 9 o'clock, and then Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker 2019, that's on Channel 4. So that's the main news. And then this week in 1996, Woods had #1 buy zone. So that's the mainly all the news there in the Bray People news. And I was just going to go through before I go here. I make mostly all the podcasts, if I can make them the same. I was getting back late here, so I just thought I'd make a podcast at the end of the day. It's better to make one than not, and puts my podcast out there anyway. And so I was just going to go through the entertainment news before I go. I think it just says more about Robert Coltrane, age 72, Harry Potter star. He died, and that's terrible news. Anton Deck diva back into I'm a Celebrity in first trailer. And there's a first look of photos released from The Crown Season 5. And the Late Lane shows stars Brenda Gleeson is on tonight, Colin Farrell, Brendan O'Connell. Carol will also talk about his new autobiography, Call Me Mrs. Brown. The first ever hurling ball and plaque that drove a march to victory. Just some of the famous GA objects. So, and then there'll be there'll be more about the Late Late Show Toy Show musical. Maria Brennan and will perform a special music tribute for the victims of the tragics in the County Donegal village of Creelock. So that's the Late Late Show tonight. So it should be interesting to listen to it, and so if anyone wants to look at it, that's the main news there now today. I just thought I'd come back with a podcast, and I hope you enjoyed it here. I'll try to be back either Sunday or Monday if I can do another podcast, but this is I'm well into the podcast now, and I hope you enjoyed my podcast today, and I'll be back with another podcast, I hope to be anyway. I hope you enjoyed it now today, and back to the news there. As I was looking at the news there earlier on, so thanks for listening, and I have good listenership. Some people are listening to me, and I hope to get more listeners. So thanks for listening to my podcast, and I hope you enjoy them every day. I do them, and thanks and goodbye and good night.